on airplane mode. Alright.
I think I turned my ringer off.
Yeah? Fuck it. Let it go, dude. That kind of makes the podcast original when you have a phone call or something, you know? I think I've had one in a podcast before.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was funny. It was my buddy, but...
should make a rule if the phone rings while the podcast is recording, they gotta put it on speaker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, see,
they gotta take the call, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that's what... I should have done that. I think it was on speaker, actually. But yeah, that's a good idea. No matter who it is.
No matter who it is.
It's your mom.
It's your mom.
Grandma.
You gotta let the world know.
Fuck it.
Odds are it'll be your car insurance.
Yeah, or it'll be those car warranty people and
shit
calling you about your fucking extended warranty on the fucking...
Exactly. That you don't have and shit. Yeah, exactly. But this is episode 73 of the 100 podcast. I brought in my brother-in-laws, Chris and Ryan. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what the fuck you guys got going on. Now you guys are starting your cards, your sports cards, trading, Pokemon shit. So how's that going?
Pretty much.
Collecting, is that what quarantine got you guys into it? Or were you always into trading
for me, cards? I guess I don't know.
Either.
I mean, I was always into it, but how did I get into it? Let me see. I guess I think I just came across an Instagram page or something of people doing these things called breaks. You know what I mean? Where you basically could buy into it. You pay a certain amount of money for a spot. They open up the pack, and then whatever team you chose, you know, you get those cards or something like that. And then
yeah, that was kind of cool. You guys showed me that, and I like the ones that you guys have me doing where it's everybody wins basically. Yeah. Because the ones that where you buy in and then it's maybe the top 3 win. Mm-hmm. Those always sketch me out, bro. I hate those odds. Those odds are the worst odds.
Those are usually the better ones, though, because, I mean...
You could win a shitload.
You're going to win bigger.
A better prize,
yeah. You're going to win bigger.
Yeah. Have you guys done any of those? The big...
I've done it. Well, so far I've only bought into maybe 5, 6 of them altogether. So one of them was the one that you were in, of course. That one was the best one because it was the 10 person Raz, or random draw is what they call it. But... They
what does it stand for?
I don't know what it stands for.
You said random,
but it's just a random draw. Yeah. But it's just they call.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is what those fucking.
I have no.
Raz,
I got no clue.
All that shit is super. I don't know. I don't understand it, but I do like cards. I do like the sports cards. And I like that they're starting to get valuable again. I guess I like that collectibles in general are starting to get valuable again. Because I thought for a while it was just there was nothing you could buy that was worth anything that you could hold on to.
Yeah, it was kind of stale for a little while in terms of resell, I guess. Collectibles and stuff. You always got your fad items. Furbies and Beanie Babies and shit, right?
Yeah.
But as far as sports and trading cards go, that's just something that'll really never go away. Sports, obviously, but and then items that go with sports and the memorabilia. A lot of the cards that they're doing these days, are doing signatures and things like that on them. They send over packs of cards to these athletes, and they just sit there and just sign away on hundreds, if not thousands, of them at a time.
When you guys get the jersey ones, what is the average number that have a jersey, it's number whatever out of 200 or whatever, how unique are those, the jersey cards?
Well, it seems like these days there's quite a few jerseys out there, and it really just depends on whose jersey you're getting, and maybe even what the jersey little stamp is that's crazy, on there is, because you can get just a part of the sleeve, or you can get a part of the number and the actual jersey, making it a 2-tone or even a 3-tone little patch that adds more value above the other ones that are just solid monotone
just
ones.
One color.
Yeah. But it just really all depends on the box that you're buying. That's going to tell you what the odds are for relics, I think is what they're called, right? Relics or memorabilia items, which are the patches, the autographs, or any other type of game worn or game used material. Ryan won a piece of a Mike Trout bat, and that was like one of the first kind of like items.
When'd you win that?
What was it, the other day?
What?
Yeah, it was in the drawing that we just got in today. Same box, right? So it's
the Topps.
It's a Topps 2020 holiday edition. So it's like
a Mike Trout. That's
the like
legit.
good cards in it are basically like fucking Mike Trout with the fucking Santa hat on or something, you know?
Yeah, it's Christmas.
Christmas
yeah,
right?
Rookie bets with the scarf and stuff.
And so I seen that shit. I've been buying into a lot of this one guy's breaks. You know, he's got good breaks and good prices and shit. And yeah, we bought in. Me and my brother. I think he got 2 spots. I picked 1 spot. And I got the Angels. He picked the Dodgers and the Yankees. And you know, they just go to ripping the pack. You know, and that one was for 2 boxes. And basically, each box is guaranteed either an autograph, memorabilia, or relic, right? Which means it's gonna either have like a jersey card in it or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or an autograph or something. And sure enough, bro, fucking first box, the relic in there was a Yankees rookie pitcher. So it was a jersey, right? Dope as fuck, right? Go through the thing. Next thing you know, they break that second box, and it was a Mike Trout card with a piece of his bat.
Dude, that's so legit.
It was hard, dog.
Yeah. What?
I was hyped.
Does that cover your whole buy-in? Like that one card? For
10
more,
times
more
over,
than
yeah.
enough for
Way,
his.
10
Yeah.
times over, yeah.
Mine, who knows? It really just depends on what the rookie pitcher ends up doing, I guess, you know? I mean, everything
in his career, basically.
Yeah. Whereas Mike Trout, the value's already there, day one, you know? It's like whatever you pull from him, especially, I'm sure, something like a bat or jersey, whatever, autograph, of course, is going to be, you know, 10 times what your pack or whatever your mega blaster box came out of, you know?
Yeah.
So.
How often are you finding those cards? There's only like 1 in a pack? Maybe? 2 in a pack or something?
For the most part, yeah. In that one, it's like 1 in a box, right?
And how many cards are in a box?
It just depends on the box. I think on this particular one, there's maybe like 60 or 80. Or something like that, 60 or 80.
Damn, that's so cool, man. So what's your plans with your, what is it, Conscious Collective Cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your plans with it? What do you got? What's your, like, maybe your next couple months goal, and then what's your, like, your long-term goal with this business?
To be honest,
or this collection?
There's really not no goal. Pretty much everything that I just get into that I think is pretty tight, you know, I just put the Conscious Collective name on it because that was my goal before, you know what I mean? When I was first doing this whole thing, was that I wanted the whole Conscious Collective brand to be like a collective of people and also a collective of businesses. You know what I mean? So obviously I had Conscious Collective clothing, right? But I also wanted to do other shit, you know, Conscious Collective music or a record label or whatever, right? So this shit is just kind of like, I wanted to make a card page. So you got to name it something. And
just go with
I was
it.
like, fucking Conscious Collective cards. That shit sounds pretty good. Just like the Conscious Collective clothing, you know, just the triple C's and shit. So yeah, man, my goal or what I want to do is just basically build it up, you know, get enough people in it that when I go live and I do these breaks, there's fucking people in the live, you know what I mean? That's the hardest part. It's just, that's really it. I just want to have, you know,
you just gotta get enough people signed up, really.
Signed up,
that's it, because they'll be on the live.
I think the second hardest part right now is also finding product at a reasonable price. I mean, like I don't know, you hear us talk about it every now and then, dude. We go and look at these stores where there should be, you know, multiples of each sports, you know, boxes, packs, blaster boxes, mega breaks, whatever the hell they are, wiped out and just completely empty, bro, for every sport, baseball, football, even soccer.
Is that just like in the last year, or has that been something that's been building up?
It's been like that since like November.
Damn, really? And so you're just not getting anything? Like,
it's more of like
you have to buy it resold basically from somebody else?
Or
most of it.
Or wake up every day at like 6 a.m. and go to the stores.
Go see what they got.
And hope you catch them.
Like it's a job, basically. And yet, we both work, so we don't have that opportunity to go and do so. So we just find what we can and get it whenever, you know, we have a little bit of extra time. You know, go mess around at stores or whatever. Ryan will look more often than I'm able to. But we've been getting a little bit lucky lately and finding some pretty good stuff. But with the resale market being what it is, it kind of seems like stores, if not the distributor, most like Panini, is like raising their prices too, because they're like, dude, they're missing out on so much fucking money. People are willing to pay, 3 times over face value.
So why are we selling them for whatever,
so
$5 or $10 or whatever it is?
Exactly. So Ryan brought that point up earlier, and it makes really good sense, because when we're trying to go buy like even just like single packs right now, we're still having to pay $10 per pack, things like that on some of them. But even then, it's not like something that's bad. That's fairly decent compared to what you have to pay for the resale. But it still is kind of like it. I think it's kind of comes in waves. It almost seems like whenever a huge card like that Mickey Mantle card that recently sold again for like $5 point something million. That like resets the card market, right? That gets a lot of people reinterested in like hearing that kind of story.
Jesus
Dang,
Christ, 5 million?
Over 5.
And that's the thing, is that right now is cool. You know what I mean? Right now it's cool, right? Because you're paying 3-4 times what you should be paying to get a pack. But the things that you're pulling out are selling for that much as well, right?
So you're able to get.
So it's like back. The same thing. It's almost like it's the same, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that's a trip, and that I kind of worry about is because we spent probably like $2,000 in the last month or two, on cards and different shit. Is that gonna stay like that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what a card
is the market just gonna completely drop?
So. But that's why you asked me before we started the podcast and shit, like, that we might talk about, like, what would I recommend that people buy, what would I recommend people collect and all that kind of shit. And for real, dog, I would say fucking buy and collect what you like, dog. You know what I mean?
That's what,
buy what you like, bro, because there's no guarantees in it, right? So buy what you like, dog. At least if the shit is worthless, you're sitting there with, 2,000 fucking Dak Prescott's or whatever the fuck you like.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like,
and you still like it, Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm doing, bro. I'm just buying shit that I like, bro. Yeah. I'm just buying shit that I like, cause
that's a smart move. That's kind of why I buy these pop figures, and I buy mostly all sports ones, cause it's like I fuck with it. I'll fuck with them even if I don't sell them or whatever.
And that shit's tight, bro, because I always seen those and I like the way they look. They're tight, bro, but. I never really been into like the superhero movies or cartoon characters other than like old school Nickelodeon shit and all that, right? But I never seen these, dog, and when I seen this, I'm like that'd be sick to have, man.
Yeah, I have like an MJ one too, like a big one, which is pretty cool. Got some other ones, but have you guys ever thought about maybe making even like even like a TikTok or like a Twitch channel or something for it?
Twitch, yeah, but TikTok, no.
Because even a TikTok, just hear me out on it. Even posting like the little 15-second clip, like you show like the pack, and then you show like a little clip of you starting to open it, and then you show like one of the cards you open. People will fucking, clickbaity type shit. Like people will look at that shit.
Yeah, the reason why TikTok does as well as it does is because people's attention spans are fucking.
It's like 5 seconds
shorter, dude. And so like the live is cool because it's a live thing, but like trying to capture somebody, especially cards or whatever, something as monotonous as just like ripping packs, whatever, it almost has to be just the important stuff, right? And when you go to make your post or whatever like that, it usually you cut out all that BS or whatever. But the TikTok thing is something that's just like insane to even think about, bro, because on the level of just like the audience, bro. I mean, because it is a 15-second clip or whatever it is, there's hundreds of millions of views that you can amass, just on like certain fucking videos alone.
If it just gets trendy for a little bit, bro, it's like 100,000 views. And you're like, what the fuck?
Which I heard something kind of funny about TikTok and even like a lot of these things, and even like you can apply it to like even something like OnlyFans and shit too, right? So the thing with these social media sites and stuff like that is they want you to trend at some point. They want you to feel like what you're doing on their app or on their platform is important, and if not to anybody in your life, but to the people in the platform, right? So again, with even girls on OnlyFans, you top 2%ers or whoever you think you stumbled upon. You might not really be as cracking as you think you are, but the money is, so that's why you do it, right? Anyway, so they want you to do well. Yeah. Kids.
Yeah, you gotta support your kids.
So they
have you guys seen the meme? At least my mom doesn't have an OnlyFans account or whatever. Yeah. It's like
well that they know of, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like more women these days are like looking at it like it's an okay thing. So
right? It's like kind of like some do get away with it smart though. Some do just post nothing.
Yeah.
And they're just like it's like their Instagram. Yeah. And it's like you're just paying for their Instagram, you know? Yeah.
But all you women with parents still should not be should not be posting your coochie on the internet for $5 a month.
I know, man. But that's true though. TikTok and them TikTok is, I think they've made it clear like they want you to trend at least once for sure on that. Like everybody does too.
And they push it because, they want you to stick around. And if everybody else around you is trending and you don't feel like you're ever gaining a following or whatever, it's real easy to just push the delete button and go back to Instagram or Facebook or whatever. But I think that's why TikTok is taken off to the level that it has, because everybody's finding some type of, internet fame or whatever, even on their personal level.
Yeah.
In TikTok or whatever.
TikTok. Do you guys think TikTok is more dangerous than the other social medias? Like just because it's like technically from China or whatever?
Yeah, I was gonna say only if that China shit's true, right? But to be honest, dog, it's like the information gathering and sharing and selling of that shit is going on with all of it. You know
so
what I mean?
Really, it's like
it really doesn't matter. I guess just maybe
whose hands it ends up in.
Right. Maybe it's just a little bit more dangerous in China's hands, right? But I mean, dog.
Well, of course, when they take over, they'll know everything about us already, right? Yeah. So be easier.
I don't really trip on
Trump
that
2020. I'm just kidding. Oh man, don't cancel me, guys. It was a joke.
Yeah. And plus, too, that whole TikTok shit. That whole TikTok shit. It's not what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to like get views. I'm not trying to like get famous. I'm trying to sell cards.
Shit.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to sell these fucking cards. So
yeah, that's true.
So I mean, it kind of would defeat the purpose.
That's why Twitch is kind of interesting, because Twitch, to get make money to become like an affiliate, you only need like 50 followers. So it's like very easy, and then if you do go, obviously you're live streaming every time, so you could go live on your phone now on Twitch, and you guys could literally do the same thing you do on Instagram, but maybe get paid a little bit while you're going live
through ads or what?
Yeah, through ads or whatever it is, and then on top of that, also sell the cards. So then it's like a little extra on top, you know. It's like
I thought about that Twitch thing just because what I want to do is basically live stream me sorting my collection. You know what I mean? Because I think that's pretty tight, man. Like, I have a shit ton of cards already, a shit ton of really dope cards already, and it would just be dope to kind of just have like a little fucking camera right there and just me sorting all my cards into however it is I sort them,
Yeah.
So it's just pretty boring shit, but the people that are into it would be into it, you know what I mean?
Think about all the fucking TV shows that are on TV. It's like, you could find people that are into cards. Well, there's a lot of people into cards, so clearly they'd watch you go through them. Or even like just sitting there, even getting some new packs and opening your packs or whatever. Or getting your new cards you literally just bought from whatever, the store. Twitch is interesting. It's an interesting platform.
Well, the kind of the crazy thing too with the cards is the market's really saturated, so like to get into it even at a time like now, I personally feel like we are already behind the curve a little bit, you know, and so like there's nothing wrong with that as long as you are willing to make up that ground, but it's really hard to really grow and really become something that or to have your thumbprint on this market, I guess, because so many people are doing it. Everybody, from their dad to their kids, they're wiping out these Targets and these Walmarts and everything, and it's like Ryan was saying, it could almost be like a little bubble in a sense where like it's just a matter of time before like all the cards that are holding value or that are valuable, will just eventually there'll be so many of them, and like, well, they can't be valuable if there's so many, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, right now, there's a lot of them that are coming out because
they might almost just flood the market with too many cards.
Right. And
do you see the companies making more cards like that? Like, you think they could just keep up in the, you know, like, instead of like the rare ones being like out of 50, it's like out of 500. So then it's like they're not rare at that point because they're trying to push as many cards out as they can. You know what I'm saying?
I would if I were them.
You just make your money.
Yeah, and companies have incentive to keep the cards rare. You know what I mean? Like, especially like Pokemon and shit. You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, it's like they're a company that want to make money. So like, and it's happening with Pokemon, and it's happening again with some more sets, which is the whole point is to keep certain cards rare, right? Because you want people to buy pack after pack after pack after pack, looking for that card, right? But once they make a certain amount of money off that set already, right? It's like, fuck it, we're just gonna reprint the set. So now they reprinted the whole set. Like, I forget which one is going to get reprinted. A lot of them have been getting reprinted.
Oh, so they're not even rare anymore at that point.
Well, they're half as rare now because they just reprinted the whole thing all over.
So it just doubled.
So it's still 1 in whatever it is, 1 in 100 packs for that one, right? But now, instead of 100,000 possible packs out there, now there's 200,000 possible packs out there. You get what I'm saying? So there's twice as many of that card. Yeah. Even though it's still the same, it's still the difficulty of finding that card still the same. Still the same odds, but there's just twice as many of them out there. You know what I mean?
So there's just more supply.
And right now, what's crazy is there's more available for sale because there's more people than ever buying packs. You get what I'm saying? Because like they could put out 100,000 packs, but like if it's just like the people that have always just been into that and they're just kind of like the couple people that are into whatever, you know, it's that little market buying those, right? So there's 90,000 sitting on shelves everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But right now, dude, everyone's fucking opening packs. You know what I'm saying? So all of those cards that are out there potentially, a lot of them are getting found and getting fucking put on eBay.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of those rare cards on eBay.
They're already out. Everybody already found them. They're not sitting on the shelves anymore. They haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is shitty, but it's also 2021 now, right? So that there's a new whole set of, patches and players, and every year is also new players and new rookie cards to be found. Yeah. So they kind of ride that wave, and then they prey on like there being all stars that come out of every draft.
On top of that, do you feel like there's any card collectors or something that have a cheat code? Like the guys that have been in it for so long that have... Because, like, like even like the shoe guys that sell like shoes
100%.
And they get them before they're released. Is that the same shit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. When you got like retailers that are like dealing directly with Panini, like you almost don't stand a chance, Like they're going to find the cards that they're supposed to find because those are the guys that are... Those are their best customers, you know what I mean?
Box 62.
Yeah.
And it's those guys, it's the people that...
Put a good one on top there for you in your package.
Exactly. For a long time, and it's the fucking YouTubers, dog.
Yeah.
It's the YouTubers. It's those fools that make those card fucking things, they get sent them, Because they know that's going to push it. This fool's going to get a free booster box of whatever and open that shit up.
With the best card in it.
And it's going to drive people to buy that shit,
That's just like all those... Because I've been thinking about those tech guys.
It's like the reviews,
Yeah, all those like, tech reviews.
Review our product. Here's the best card.
Bro, they can't even play a video game. Because it's like they're not even techie. They're stuck doing reviews for 100 different items every day. They're not even like getting good at anything. They're just... That's all they do.
Yeah, one thing to the next.
Just sell this phone for me.
Well, and that's what you have to kind of weed out too, is because... Is that review genuine, I mean, like, if they're getting paid to make the review, you can't even really trust it,
Yeah.
They're not going to say something bad. They're going to get cut off doing the reviews, or they might even say, hey, hold up. Take that off. We'll send you a new product or whatever review this one.
Exactly.
And that's just, that's the problem that we've always had, like celebrities have always gotten free stuff, and they're the ones that get hooked up the most. They need it the least. And... I think it's the same thing.
How crazy is that, right?
Yeah.
They just get all kinds... Like, they'll go to parties and they just get all kinds of free shit.
$20-$30 worth of shit. You know, and if you're married to a celebrity, you probably get 2 bags. You know,
yeah, you got 60 grand of shit, dude.
Your kid's famous too.
30 grand a year, bro. Fuck
yeah.
you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it, man. I mean, like, the amount of like, just it's just always been that way, I guess. You know, knowing the right people are gonna get you further in what you want to do or where you're trying to go than skill, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Having the connections,
yeah,
the networking.
Majority of things are that way.
That's only the thing I do like about 2021, this modern time, is that we are starting to see that. It's not like just a fake, like, oh, these guys just kind of...
Yeah.
They just lucked their way there, you know? They just kind of had everything fall into place, and it's like, nah, they knew all these people. They were born with like $10 million. No wonder they made it, bro.
Yeah, you're not like rich because of your hard work, you know, and like maybe staying rich is hard work, but you know, like you didn't get there because of your hard work.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy seeing all these pro athletes or celebrities now, and then now they all have podcasts, and and it's like, Jesus, they're taking everything.
And yeah, they are taking everything, but it's also smart on them because, like, how many of those fools go broke? You know, like, we did something like that in college and stuff.
Oh, yeah, about the football players.
Yeah, so
athletes.
They need to have something to fall back on when those checks run out because, I mean, to go from millions of dollars a year or hundreds of millions of dollars throughout your contract to just nothing, you know, I mean, you're not going to be able to sustain that, but... You know, people like Juju who are on TikTok and, you know, streaming games and doing all that stuff as well. I mean, bro, they're millionaires and those people are still, like, donating money and stuff to them.
Yeah.
Like, really, dude, like...
They really need it. They really need it.
How are you going to accept that donation from these kids, bro? You got millions, but...
It is smart, you know.
But it's smart. Yeah, you take advantage of it, you know?
You got to see it, though. It's like... A lot of those people, it's cutting out the middleman finally. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of these people, dog, these celebrities and shit, dog, they don't really make... A lot of them, yeah, they do make the money, right? Yeah. But they don't make the money that they could or should because all these people taking money off the top, right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they got a TV show, but there's a producer that made that show, right?
And they got an agent.
They got the agent, then they got their manager, then they got all these people getting paid, right? And so... It's going through all these avenues, right? And then some, I don't know who figured it out. I mean,
you know,
right.
but someone like figured out that it's
like where like they just started betting on themselves, you know, marketing themselves, and every single one just got richer than the last.
Yeah, and then Joe Rogan on podcast.
And really it's just because of the technology, dog. Because before. I mean, dog, to film yourself or do something, you know, cameras were really expensive, microphones, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And now, dog, I mean, really, dog, you have a phone, bro. You have a fucking 3rd generation iPhone, dog. You can fucking make, you know what I mean?
You could pretty much do a movie with a couple people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. That is kind of crazy nowadays.
Yeah, that is really crazy because, like, especially when it comes to, like, it's crazy for our generation, not our age group, but it's also crazy for the little kids, right? Because when they used to watch TV as adults or whatever, you used to be able to be like, that's fake, that's TV, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Now these little kids are watching YouTube, they're watching their phones, whatever, TikToks, all that stuff. That's real life, bro. Like, if they see shit they're not supposed to see, those are real people doing that bad shit.
Yeah,
you can't sit there and be like, don't do as they do, that's fake, that's not real life. Because it is, you know,
that's
like that's
clearly a person.
They're clearly doing that shit, right? And so that's kind of crazy because kids kind of gravitate towards that kind of entertainment and not really TV. You know, they're always watching YouTube and TikTok and preferring to do those over regular TV.
Yeah, why do you have any idea why? Why kids would rather watch, like, you know, YouTube, like life
channels and
instead of like a cartoon or something, you know? They'd rather watch Ryan's World.
I think it's maybe for that real reason, or that reason is just like they can relate to it more, you know, like kid shows and stuff are maybe cool and all, right? It's like whatever, but like the little kids, they're like, oh, that's just another little kid who's, you know, just messing around in a house or whatever. But that would be my best guess, other than like them just seeing people on their phones all the time and wanting to just do the same,
Just-
you know, and that's what they can
Monkey
do.
see, monkey do.
Yeah, and they can't do much else.
Yeah, you're probably right. I guess both of those sound right because that's how my boys are, man. They just literally like I'll make them watch Disney Plus or Netflix, and they're like, "Why?
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch YouTube." I'm like, "Dude, fuck that, dude."
Yeah.
Like,
I think he just puts the phone in their hands, you know. So
yeah,
we get one of these.
So what's up? How do you feel about the Chargers for next year, bro? And Herbie.
Better than I did, like going into this last season. Although we do have a new coach, and that's kind of could go either way.
Yeah, who'd you guys hire?
The Rams OC or DC?
Yeah,
I forget.
Didn't the Jaguars get like Urban Meyer?
They did.
How did that work?
Or them or the Jets? I forget.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. See, that's somebody I feel like you guys should have went for, or the Cowboys should have went for last year. Like an actual fucking
I think we tried.
good coach, yeah? Yeah.
People don't want to coach for us, dude. Like, I wouldn't want to.
Serio. Fucking Rivers retired, huh?
Yeah, from the
Yeah.
Colts.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was time. He did good this year, surprisingly, dude.
Yeah.
Like, not
Well,
horrible.
They could have beat the Bills.
In the playoff game, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, who do you got winning the Super Bowl?
Well, if Mahomes doesn't play or is even, like, questionable for this weekend, then I think the Bills go against the Bucks.
That's what I have too, actually.
And from there, I would probably go Bills.
Yeah, I think I got the Bills winning it too. What about you?
I think the Bucks are gonna win. I still just feel like
Brady.
Tom Brady has the fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I feel like they're gonna beat the
has
Packers
to
because
go
I'm
out-
like it's just Tom Brady, so scary.
Yeah, and that shit would erase a lot of the whole asterisk by his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they
it's
won
like,
it without.
He won it without any of them motherfuckers. You know?
Well, at this point, he's winning. At this point, either
Well,
way,
either way,
'cause Belichick
you're right
is
about
looking
that.
like the
Yeah.
Patriots look like garbage.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And it's looking like they needed Tom Brady.
Yeah, another thing is the Super Bowl is going to be played in Tampa this year. So
What?
If Tom Brady wins,
He's playing at home?
he'll play at home
Oh, bro.
in Tampa Bay. Could be his last season. If he wins the Super Bowl and he wins it in Tampa Bay, which nobody has ever played no NFL team's ever played the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
City, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then does all that, then like Ryan said, he'll almost erase any doubt that anybody could ever have to win it, go to another team, win it without Belichick, and do everything I just mentioned. You kind of have to label him as the GOAT no matter what.
Yeah, I'm at that point already, basically, with him. I'm kind of, as soon as he left the Patriots, I liked him. I was like, oh,
Right?
I just hate the Patriots.
Tom Brady, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like him on the Bucks. He looks good in that jersey.
Yeah. Whereas I dislike the Bucks because my one of my buddies is a Bucks fan, and so we're just always
Shout
All
out
other
drafting
ends.
way too many running backs in fantasy football.
yeah.
You need to
Every
learn how to
single
draft
time.
every year. Inside joke, bro.
Needless to
Inside
say,
joke.
he's not in the league anymore
Oh, no? He wasn't, huh?
as of I think last year.
Oh, yeah.
For that reason, though. So
For that reason, bro, you need to learn how to draft, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ruin my draft.
Don't ruin my... Dude, I had a guy... You're in my league, huh, this year?
Yeah,
in my
16?
league? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he drafted all those quarterbacks.
Yeah, right.
And then said he wasn't in my league.
Bro, you labeled and named your own team after yourself.
Bro, okay.
It's got your first name in it, dude.
Yeah, all right, yeah. You weren't in the league. That's what I told him. I was like, bro, you made a team. But okay. Keep your money.
Yeah, and another thing is, I think we figured out like he probably had like his queue set up right, so it was just like this like first 6 picks were just
We're all
like
QBs.
That
Yeah.
sucks, man.
leaving me with fucking Matthew Stafford, which ruined me in the semis or the quarter.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, screwed me.
I got lucky though, and won the semis and won the championship. So shout out. First year won my league.
You won the league this year?
My league, not his league. I didn't make playoffs in his league. Did you play in his league?
He didn't make playoffs either, though.
I got second place in your league.
Oh, in my league or in his league?
In his league.
Oh,
or third place, whatever that was. Third place.
Third, because
Third
I
place.
was in the championship
Yeah.
against Moses.
I got third place. I mean,
dude, you almost convinced me, bro.
Yeah.
I was in the championship.
My bad. Yeah, I got third place. My bad.
Oh my god,
I got
damn,
third place,
dude.
yeah.
you're like, wait, did I?
I guess
And I want to say, I was like, I lost by 0.1 to go to the championship. I want to say
It was close.
something like that.
It was really
But,
close.
Who'd you
Yeah.
play?
I don't
To go to
remember.
championship?
I don't remember.
Oh, did you play against Moses? Did he play against Moses?
I
To
think
go-
so.
Yeah,
I think
must have.
that's-
Yeah, must have
Damn,
been.
bro,
Yeah.
you couldn't beat him.
No,
I
it was
like,
me.
Oh, really?
Wasn't it? Did I play you? Wasn't it you and me to go to the
It
playoffs?
could have been.
I think it was.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Dominic and Moses who played against each other. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I went mid playoffs in 3 of the 4 leagues. Well, I was in 5 leagues, but my 5th league was like a last minute 10-man league, and 10-man, I mean, like
It's just not even
yeah.
the same. It's kind of crazy when we start playing fantasy football, like 10 man, you like
kind of what you start off.
you
with.
think it's competitive and shit, and then you get to like 12, 14 and all that, and you're like, whoa, you gotta actually like pay attention, use waiver wire,
Yeah.
have a good draft.
Well, the shitty thing is in a 10-man, like it seems like it's kind of designed to where it's supposed to be like a level playing field, but if there's one really good team already, or like somebody who like didn't get the injury bug, well then that team tends to like become like a super team, and that's kind of what happened in the 10-man league. Is there was one guy, and with the season being what it was, who just didn't get like any of the COVID,
so like no waiver guys. It was all
Yeah.
one top ranked guys.
and he just destroyed everybody. He was putting up like 170 like every single week, and it was just like, whoa, dude. And he won the league, but it's just it becomes kind of tough if you even sit out like a week.
Have you been back in the stock market at all?
So yeah, actually, I just got in real heavy, dog. So I've been fucking wasting a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been wasting a lot of money, dog. Gambling and shit, mostly, right? And so, you know, I lost like $5,000, you know, and then won like 4,000 back, and then, you know, lost $1,000, and then got back up a little bit, and then lost a few $1,000s, you know, and then all that shit was just made me think, dog. It's like there's so much better things I could be doing with my money, you know, but it's just like I don't do nothing, dog. I go to work every day, you know what I mean, and especially during that time, dog. I mean, I was working fucking a lot of hours, you know, and which is cool. I like to do that, but you know, it's like I just had the money. There's a pile of money there, dog. You know,
Yeah.
and nothing, you know. So I just would gamble, all kinds of shit, dog. But anyway, I'm just like, dude, I gotta stop doing that, right? Which is kind of what got me in. Now I know what got me into the cards is that I had been looking for something that I could have as a hobby, right? But that I could do by myself, right? Because it does me no good for my hobby to be playing fucking basketball or fucking
You gotta go hit
or
up
paintballing
people.
if motherfuckers ain't available to do that, you know? And it's like,
Yeah.
so a lot of times I'm bored, bro. I need something to distract me, whatever. You know, fucking all that shit. You know why I need to keep my time filled. You know what I mean? But and so yeah, dog. And then it was just like this shit just came along, you know, where I was like, this is kind of tight. You know what I mean? Like something I could do. Like I'm into that. You know what I mean? It could be kind of like a little investment too. You know?
Yeah.
Even though I'm not really tripping on the money, dog, for real. You know, it's just I more want to sell the cards just because I think it's fun to break them open, sell them, ship them out. It's something more, something else to do, right? But yeah, recently, bro, I invested a lot more into the stock market, and I was able to actually what they call leverage my money, right? So like I turned on margin investing, right? And for right now, they lend me $2,000, right? So on Robinhood, I put a few $1,000s in, and then they lend me $2,000, and I think potentially they'll lend you up to $5,000. I think, I'm not sure, but yeah, so they lend me $2,000, right? And I just put that right in. So what that does is you basically borrow $2,000 from Robinhood at like 2.5%, which is like, dude, it doesn't get any better than that, really, you know. And yeah, so I just fucking took that $2,000, bro, and I just put it in a fucking like S&P ETF, which is basically like the equivalent of just buying the S&P 500, right? Just safe as fuck, right? Safe. I mean, the chances of me losing money on that is like 1%. It's happened like twice, really, you know, which is like the Great Depression fucking times and 2008, right? But other than that, it's guaranteed, right? And it's just guaranteed like pretty much like 10-12%, you know. Right now it's doing 30 and fucking 40 and 100%, right? But historically it's like 10% a year, right? I just put it in that, dude. Put it in that, you know. It boosted how much stock I have, you know, and then I'm just constantly earning off of it, right? And then I'm just gonna kind of like every like maybe like $300 that I make, which at this rate that the stock's going, it's like probably be every fucking 2 or 3 weeks, right? I'll sell $100 of my stock, and that'll pay back, and then I'll owe them $1,900, right? And then just keep doing that.
Yeah.
You know.
Why did you do the margin investing, just to get a bigger stake in it?
Basically, yeah, dog. Basically, cause I've just been a little bit. I would have invested all of it from the start, bro. I would have had like $30,000 right now. You know what I mean? If I would have just put all my money in there, like a couple months ago, I would have had like over $30,000, right? But it's fucking scary to me, dog, to put that kind of money in, right? And
yeah, it scares the fuck out of me.
It's scary, dog. But you know, I did more research and I seen it's somewhat safe right now. It's probably one of the most unsafe times, to be honest, because all this shit, bro, the fucking thing's been like this for months, bro.
It's gonna crash,
and it doesn't make any sense because our economy is like this and this shit's like this. It doesn't make no sense. I mean, it makes sense because the money they're pumping out, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But that shit's gonna come to an end. You know what I mean? And so you got to make certain decisions, which is what I did. Is like, okay, I'm looking to invest long term, dog. You know what I mean? This is my other savings. So I still put most of my savings in a savings account, which is like the stupidest shit you could do, right?
Yeah.
But I still do it because I'm fucking nervous about it. So I put 80% around there, 70 or 80% of what I save every month. I put it in my savings account, and the rest I put in the stock market, right? And I'm just gonna do that until this shit crashes, which it will, right? And that's okay. That's okay because what you gotta do,
bro. That's the scary shit.
What you gotta do is do not fucking sell it, dog. Because so long as you still own those stocks, you're okay.
You own them still.
It will go back up.
Yeah.
It will go.
Or
back
you gotta
up.
almost double down.
You know, and that's what I was gonna say. So that's what I'm doing.
Down.
So right now I'm putting about 20%, right? Every month, right? I have recurring investments, right? Which every day they take like, you know, I invest like $25 or $30 a day automatically
at the peak of the day.
Automatically,
they give
right?
You the highest.
And so you know what I mean. So I'm doing that, and then when this shit does crash, because it will, I'm gonna fucking put half of the other shit that's sitting in my savings. Then now I'm gonna buy that shit in because it's gonna go back up. Dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just doing more, just like, dog, simple ass investing, dog. You know what I mean? No thinking, no
crazy.
That shit, checking it every day and doing it was too stressful for me, dog. You know what I mean? So,
I took a break. I had to refresh on it.
It's too much, dog. So
and I feel better now.
I just put money in secure stocks, bro, and just let it sit there, bro.
Yeah, you're thinking long term. That's smart. Yeah.
Actually,
I'm gonna make sure of long term.
I even started a retirement account for my mom, dog. So like you know, Robinhood, you get to, you know, pick a bunch of different stocks and you know how they list them and shit.
Yeah.
So I just picked one stock that is her stock, basically, right? Which is just, I think, like VTI or VOO, one of the index funds, like 500, S&P 500. And I just put a couple $100 in there to start. And then I just set up a recurring, just like $2-3 a day, every day, right? And I'm going to just do that every day until she retires, you know?
There you go.
And by that time, hopefully, it's, you know, like, you know, 8, 9, 10 grand or something. I don't know.
That's what's crazy, how easy it is now for us to invest. Like if you're not investing at this point, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, you
Yeah.
know? Especially people our age,
Yeah.
like that. Like they got even, like, the one where it just takes, like, your spare change.
Yep.
And then all that. It's just, like, even Robinhood, it's free trades. Like,
Yep.
trades used to be, like, $10 to do a trade and shit, you know? And
Yep.
now it's, like, it costs nothing. And you could get in, you don't even have to get a full share. You get half a share of Apple.
Yeah.
You could get in cryptocurrency. Like, it's like, some crypto is not something I'd invest in if you're thinking long term, because
Yeah, it's
I don't know,
even
bro.
more unstable, in my opinion, than regular stock.
Yeah.
But another good thing, though, when it comes to, like, thinking about your future and all that, especially being, like, young people, like, or even anyone who's older and making a lot of money or a lot of cash, is IRAs.
Yeah.
IRAs are good because the trade-off with investing in, like, stocks or anything else, even cards, whatever you decide to do, your OnlyFans, you're gonna have to pay taxes on all that, no matter what. You're gonna pay taxes on that money, or you're gonna pay taxes on your
Stock
capital
market's
gains.
like 30%, right?
Capital gains is a shit ton of money,
Yeah.
and they're talking about, I think, making that even more.
What though?
Yeah, because I think Kamala Harris threw it out at some point, increasing the capital gains tax, but who knows if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the IRA is perfect because if you invest that money into your IRA, it's untaxed.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that instead of putting it in a savings account? Isn't that the same type of thing? It's like almost the same idea,
Well,
right?
in a sense, your savings account, you can draw from whatever your bank charges you. That's what your bank charges you. But in an IRA, if you go to pull that money out, there's fees. So you have to pay like a certain
you
percentage.
have to hold it for a certain amount of years, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They
why I
expect
don't
you
do
to
it.
hold it
That's
until
why I don't do it.
65.
Just in case.
It's a big fee. Yeah, because you never know. You might need the money, you know?
Yeah.
And then you go to pull it out, and they're going to charge you, like Chris said, like, I don't know, I think it's like 30%. You know what I mean?
It's
you
a
pull it out
fairly good
too early.
amount.
Pull it out early, yeah.
Yeah, on whatever of the amount that you're pulling out.
The only
so
time-
not your total amount. So if you go and pull $300 out, they'll charge you like 30% of that, whatever. They say, "You're gonna pull out 300. Well, 30% of that is ours."
Yeah.
So, or whatever that percentage is.
I think the only time it makes super sense to do it is if you work for a company that matches what you put in. Which is a lot of companies, dog.
Yeah.
And that's fucking crazy because then, I mean, shit, you pull it and then you take 30, it's still, like, I mean, you know.
When I worked at Bighorn, they used to match.
Yeah, that shit's crazy,
That's
bro.
legit.
Like, I mean, there's a cap on it, you know. I think it's like $6,000 a month cap or something like that. But cap that shit, dog. Literally, you put in $6,000, you have $12,000.
So it's like, why not?
Dude, you
Well,
double your money, dog.
Yeah.
Like instantly. Once you put the money in, double. That's just what they match. You instantly double. That's not even counting what the stocks are doing for you, right? Like, because I think the IRA is investment still,
Yeah,
right?
it is
It's
investments. yeah.
Some are, not all.
Some, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
So-
one it was like a 401k.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, most are just like stagnant accounts that you put in, and that money doesn't really do anything. It's just, and it doesn't even really increase in value either. It's just, I think, whatever you put in there.
Yeah, well, mine, I know it was like an investment. You like pick your,
Yeah.
and you can make it
yeah.
super safe to where you're getting like 2% a
Right.
year, basically.
Yeah.
Like you're not losing nothing.
Definitely.
Yeah, or you can make it where it's aggressive.
Choose to take more risk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and for that exact reason, it does make the most sense when you got a company that's going to match all that. But if you're going to invest and that takes away paying taxes on that money, and then you're going to go and increase your profit 2 to 5% or whatever that is annually, well, that also starts to make a little bit more sense too. If it's just cash that you're just going to
save anyway.
put away, yeah.
Especially if you have that, if you have like enough to where you don't have to worry about it. That's just like another nest egg. You know, you could just like, all right, I got that. 10 grand or whatever in that. I can worry about that when I'm 60 or 50 or whatever it is. But yeah, you guys ready to wrap this shit up?
Yes, sir.
All
do
right,
it,
let's
dog.
wrap it up. Episode 73. What are your guys' goals for 2021? Give me one goal for 2021.
Just stay clean, dog. You know,
That's a good goal.
stay clean, dog. Get back on my recovery how it was, dog. My life changed so quickly, dog, when I got sober. And dog, everything in my life was like fucking next level shit, you know? And I guess I just took my eye off the prize, dog, and I don't know, I took shit for granted, and
Tunnel vision.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that tunnel vision. Stay focused.
Stay focused, dog, and get back on my shit, and yeah, just do that, and take more risks too. You know, have more fun, dog. Put myself out there more. You know.
Yeah.
So that I can put myself in situations where I'm having fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have regrets, dog. You know what I mean? Like, which is kind of like why, you know, I admire what you do and shit, you know, because there's things you wanted to do, like this podcast and shit like that, and you just fucking did it. You know what I mean? And that's just the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Is like there's certain things I've always wanted to do, and you know what I mean. I'm just gonna take those chances and take those risks, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do it. So
it took a lot of ideas that I didn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
I probably talked about 1,000 ideas with this dude, and I didn't even take any steps forward in them. So
a lot of those ideas I was giving you, or you were giving me too, and so like yeah, I feel the exact same way. The I guess to answer the question, my goal would be is to just really like do kind of what Ryan was saying, similar ideas. You know, go out do a lot more stuff. This quarantine, you know, like. You know, part of what got me into cards was like the first 2020, like I didn't really develop any hobbies or anything like that. You know, I really wanted to go start working out, do those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Just never really did them. But 2021, obviously new outlook or whatever, right? Everybody's got that new year attitude. But
new outlook, 2021, new me.
But my goals a little more. I feel a little more obtainable, and mine are for like the business that we work for and run. So I'd really like to see my business grow and eventually work towards buying some property, which is pretty exciting. It's on the horizon. We're really thinking about going and buying a building and a warehouse as opposed to leasing like we are now.
Yeah.
And so that's probably my goal. Maybe not for the end of this year, but for like the end of next year. But
it's like your foreseeable future goal. Right there.
But getting there means I got to do everything right this year as well. You know, it's a 2-year plan and not just, you know. So ideally, end up somewhere there.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I want to say real quick too is like. That's really what I want to do too, you know, is just, you know, work hand in hand with my brother and do that. But fucking all these people come fucking check us out, you know what I mean? Like we fucking we rent RVs and shit.
TNT delivers, bro.
TNT delivers, you know. Fucking it's tight, dog. We rent those RVs, man, and it's like a little low key thing that no one really knows about, right? And I probably should put it out there more because you could fucking come and rent an RV from us, right? For pretty good prices right now.
About $300
$400
bucks.
you could fucking literally rent 2 of them for a fucking damn good price, bro, and take 2 fucking RVs to fucking LA or San Diego or whatever, dog. And you know what I mean? And have a good ass time, dog.
We're in quarantine, bro. So, like, what else are you going to do?
Yeah,
you know, you might as well rent an RV. Yeah. Might as well fucking go check out a national park or something, bro. I don't know.
Get outside.
Yeah.
Check out fucking Conscious Collective Cards. Follow my page and subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Episode 73. Conscious Collective OnlyFans.